So in this film I'm going to give you a rough idea of the difference between a good entry-level machine and a high-performance, top-of-the-line metal detector. We're going to see, I'm going to run a few performance tests and see the depth, the recovery speed, and how the machine handles trash areas. So these are the entry-level machines I'm gonna use. It's the Ace 150, Garrett Ace 150. It is pretty much exactly the same machine as Ace 250, which is the best-selling metal detector in the world. That one you probably know. I have tried this machine, I've used it quite a lot, and I know it performs pretty much exactly the same as the 250. It manages the same depth and recovery speed, and it's only lack the pinpoint function and a few preset programs that you can use. But if you find it with the 250, you will find it with the 150. The next machine is the Silver UMax. It's also an entry-level machine. It is known for very lightweight, very high quality, and fast recovery speed. Next one is Tesoro tejòn. It's the price is sort of mid-range, but many people hold this one as one of the best high performers that you can get. And then the last machine we're gonna do the test on is the XP Deus. It's a machine that many people are using these days. It is completely wireless, goes very deep, very fast recovery speed, and it's probably on the top of the wish list for many metal detectorists. So first off, we're gonna try the depth. I'm gonna use a Swedish 2 kronor coin. It is a pretty big and hefty silver coin. So I place it in the bottom there and cover it with 7 inches of soil. And I'm gonna use all these 4 machines and see how they react to that. So first off, I'm gonna use the Garrett Ace 150 on this 2 kronor coin at 7 inches. I run it in the all metal mode. Well, that is a target you definitely should dig. It tells you it's deeper than 6 inches, and it gives you that that coin tone half of the time. And this one have a knack of giving you a little bit jumpy signals when the targets are deep. But this was definitely a yes. So next off is the Tesoro Silver UMax. Now we're gonna see the 2 kronor coin on 7 inches, and I put the sensitivity quite high, and we run it first in the all metal mode. Absolutely no problem. I can even raise the coil 4 or 5 inches above. But the thing with the Tesoros is that you lose quite a lot of depth when you switch it over to the discrimination mode. And in order to achieve the same result as the Garrett, we need to discriminate out a lot of the trash. So I would like to set the discrimination a bit above foil, and then we see what happens. It's doubtful if you would find that coin with this machine. When you flick it over to all metal, you have a clear tone. In the discrimination mode, it crackles. It gives you a broken tone, so it would be very difficult for you to know if that is a piece of iron or if it's a big silver coin like it is. Next up, we use Tesoro tejòn. Also in all metal mode with a sensitivity quite high. And we got the 2 chrono coin at 7 inches. And it gives a very clear and strong tone. You can raise the coil even 5 inches without any problems. And now let's see what happens when we put on the discrimination and pulse it up to in between foil and 5 cents. Absolutely no problem. And if you try to identify it, we pull it about above pull tab. So that is definitely a target you're gonna dig with this machine. The XP Deus and the 2 chrono coin, 7 inches. I run it in the basic 1 program, and it gives you an ID of 1994. It does exactly what it's supposed to. It tells you that you got something in silver, something big. We're gonna make this test a bit harder. We're gonna use a smaller coin, a small copper coin. It's I would say it is about 20 millimeter in diameter, and we're gonna place that also at 7 inches. So we are running now the 7 inches 2 coin here. And the Ace can handle it. Not every swing maybe. If you come exactly in the right position, it can find it sometimes, but it tells you it's iron deeper than 6 inches. And that's something I do when I use this machine, that if I see that the depth are deeper than 6 inches, I usually dig it even if the machines say iron. Not maybe in iron infested areas, but if there is not too much targets, I will dig the deep iron signals. And in this case you would have found the 2 coin at 7 inches. Same test with a Tesoro Silver UMax. Run it as in all metal mode, as much as we can do without the machine chatters, and we see what happens. It struggles. It say that there might be something down there, but it struggles. And of course, in discrimination mode, it's going to be completely silent. You're gonna completely miss that coin. Tesoro tejòn, 2 coin at 7 inches. In the old metal, no problem whatsoever. And if you take the discrimination up to 5 cents about, there you lose that coin. You can take it down just above iron. Well, you would find that coin probably. It's a weak tone, a weak repeatable tone, and with iron discriminated out. So probably you would dig that a little bit. It could be easy to miss it, but if you're good at what you're doing, you would find it. And next up we're gonna run the Deus with a 2 coin at 7 inches. I run it in the basic 1 program. Absolutely no problem. It tells you there is something good down there. A steady, repeatable tone, and and the numbers are not jumping around too much. It sticks there around 67 to 72. That you would dig, definitely. Even harder, we're gonna use a small 25 öre silver coin. It is about a little bit larger than half an inch in diameter, and we're gonna place that at 7 inches. I can tell right away that the Garrett and the Silver UMAX are not going to be able to handle this, but we're gonna see what happens anyway. And we got the Ace 150 and 25 öre at 7 inches. Absolutely not a sound. You would miss that coin. Silver UMAX. I got it in all metal. Sensitivity as high as I dare. It shatters a little bit. And also it cannot find that small silver coin at 7 inches. I run it in all metal with the sensitivity as high as I can. Absolutely no problem, you would find it. How about when we try to discriminate out iron? The tejòn cannot handle that. That's the thing with the Tesoros, that they are very sensitive, very good machine in all metal. When you pull up the discrimination, it loses quite a lot of that depth and sensitivity. The tone is a bit choppy, but the tone is there and the ID numbers are good. This is something you would dig. But when I check the recovery speed, so I'm gonna use that 2 öre coin and an iron nail, and I'm gonna place them about 4 inches in between, and we're gonna see how the machine are able to find that coin in discrimination mode. You would find that coin every time. Tesoro tejòn. Oh, the Deus. No problem whatsoever. We make it a little bit more difficult. We take that small silver coin instead and we place it just 1 inch from that iron nail. And first off, we run the Ace 150, the same settings as last time. Well, that nail certainly disturbs the result, but it tells you it's a nickel or pull tab instead of silver. Sometimes you get the... It depends on how you go. It's a pretty good result there. And the Silver UMAX, 25 öre, 1 inch from a nail. Absolutely no problem there. Tejòn, 25 öre, 1 inch from an iron nail. No problem. I run it in discrimination mode to discriminate out. We can go all the way up to a bit over pull tabs. You would always find that coin. Perfect. Just even more difficult we put that iron nail this way and so close so it even overlaps the coin just slightly. And the coin is gone, you won't find it. And there you can see how the Tesoro finds this one. This is where the cheaper Tesoros are strong. They have a very good recovery speed, and they usually find everything that is lying in level with the trash. And this one finds it without any problems. I have the discrimination set very high over pull tab, so you would definitely dig it when it ticks like that. And there you can see how this mighty machine won't find that 25 euro coin in the basic 1 mode. But if we are changing the settings to Deus fast, that you probably would use in a trash area, and the same thing there. You can only see the nail. Well, if you come directly over it, you kind of give a choppy signal. Maybe you would find it if you go really slowly. But if you're sweeping with a normal sweeping speed, you would miss it. Do this test a lot more difficult. I want to place the 25 euro coin on 3 inches depth. It's a little bit more than 3 inches, maybe 3.5 inches depth. And I want to take the iron nail and place it about 4 inches from the coin, but then note that the nail gonna be above the coin, and this is a pretty difficult situation for most metal detectors, but it's also a very common situation, I think you would agree with. So you can see how it is very easy to miss good targets in trash areas, especially house sites near the foundation, where there might be a lot of old good coins and a lot of nails above it that comes from when the house is falling apart. So we got the 25 euro 3 inches down there, we got the iron nail there, and it cannot find it if it come from this way. You got the coin there, but if you are sweeping a little bit with a coil over that nail, it is gone. I got it in the discrimination mode. I have that one. We can take it down so it just discriminates out iron, and it's the same result as with the Ace. You can hear a little snap there, but that wouldn't help you much if you come from this way. You have the coin there, but if you're coming over the nail, you're gonna miss it. It's maybe a little bit better than the Ace, but not much. And now we got the tejòn, and I have the same thing there. I have put the discrimination in between iron and foil, and sensitivity at 7. And we're gonna see what happens. 25 euro down to 3 inches and a nail on top there. So the machine is acting a little bit strange. It's telling me that there is something good here, on the other side of the coin. It don't. Well, you have a small chance of finding it with this machine. If you go around and you get that tick, then you would start to play around with the signal and try to figure out where it is, and then maybe you would find it. And if you come from this way, of course you have no problem. If you come from this way, you would always find it. Here it doesn't really matter that you are over that nail. You still get a good tone, and you would find that coin. So you have definitely a bigger chance of finding that coin with a tejòn than with a Silver Umax and Garrett Ace. And now we're using the XP Deus, and we use it in the Deus fast mode. I think I'm gonna back off the sensitivity a little bit, like you would do in a very trashy area. And we're gonna see here we have the 25 coin at 3 inches, and 4 inches next to it on top is a rusty iron nail. Well, you have a very good chance of finding that coin with the Deus. So there you have it. You can see how the machines are behaving different in the different situations, and that the more expensive ones are outshining the cheaper ones in most cases. But you shouldn't take this as a given truth that it's always going to be so that you find more with the more expensive machines. And normally I will find just as much with my budget machines as with my expensive machines, and that could be because it takes longer time to recover deep targets. These ones are very sensitive. These the tejòn and the Deus are very sensitive, and it's more likely that it picks up ghost signals, and you're putting the shovel in the ground and the signal just disappears after that. And sometimes you're just digging and digging, going down half a meter, and you just don't find anything, and the signal is still there. That doesn't happen that often with these cheaper machines. When you get a good signal, you usually find a target direct, and that of course affects the result of the day. You're spending less time digging, and you have more time to go search for the next target.